Hello everybody, welcome back to Ethereal SMP. It's been a long time since I've said those words. Hello, Moose is also here. This is Season 5. It's big. We've got big old trees, big old meese, and lily pads, and also a horse already. This is Ethereal Season 5. It started an hour ago. An hour and a minute ago. And it's using a custom world generator called Realistic World Generator. So you get all of this cool landscape. It just really oh, hello. It just really spices things up. So if everything's a lot different. So it's gonna be pretty fun. Obviously we've already got started a bit. And Moose is also here, and also a horse. Hello. Hi. Moose is on the horse. This isn't how I thought I'd be starting the episode. You're gonna lose the horse. Well done. Anyway, so, episode 1. This is exciting. I haven't actually done this in a number of months. Because it's a custom world generator, things are different. Like, we've already got a bunch of saddles from that custom village over there. And we've already got some coal and some stuff. And trees spawn with bark blocks. Like the wood blocks instead of the log blocks. Everything's just a little bit different, so it kind of changes up the experience just enough, but not so much that it ruins it. It's just something for, you know, people who've been playing for a long time, and as the server will turn 3 later this year, I think that counts as a long time. I feel like I should mention that the server is no longer hosted on the old host, it's hosted using CustomCraft, hosted by Edude42. He has been kind enough to set all of this up pretty much single-handedly. So all of this is thanks to him, well, not the plugin itself, but it being here is thanks to him. And we've already started on this island because I've already got a rough idea of what I want to do this season. I've got a few episodes marked out for when I want to be doing like different things, like achieving milestones in my series. For example, my base this episode, which I'll talk about soon, is going to be in this water here. It's going to be somewhere around here, and it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be very, very big. This episode, I'm not going to be doing spawn, which is over that way. I'm not going to be doing spawn like I did with the first episode of the first season, because honestly it's going to take too long, it's going to be too big, and I don't really have the time. So for this episode, I just kind of want to get started, maybe start on a house, that kind of stuff. All of the basic things you need to do. And I already have a bunch of wood that I am not stealing from Moose. It's kind of a... oh, what's that? Is that leaves? Ah. It's kind of a joint base at the moment, so, you know, I'm sure he won't mind. Don't tell him. Bing bang bosh. It is popping. I hate this. Bam. Where is that? Where be spruce? So I'm just walking around, minding my own business when I look up, and there's just a floating tree. Sometimes I hate this game. I believe a fairly important step in every house's history is to have the crafting table moved into the house itself. Let's put it in the center there. Oh, yeah, there goes Moose. Right, so if we use cobble That's fairly easy to get a hold of, and we can decorate using leaves. This is just going to be a very basic house, nothing too special. Boat. Boat, yes. I agree. Boat. Can we all just appreciate, like, how nice this is, though? Like, we've just got some coral reefs just sitting around, kind of here. A bunch of clay, which is very useful. Maybe we could use bricks for the roof. That'd be nice. It's just very pretty. It's quite serene. The next best step is to go and get, I'm not doing very well, to go and get some clay for the roof. Moose is on cobble duty, and I'm just gonna yoink up all of this clay. Thank you, Cole, very cool. Right, so need to wait for this to smelt. Bam. Over that. 3 of this. Make a stone cutter. Some brick. It does. Ah, lovely. That's pretty hot. Let's say we want 2 stories. So I've fallen down. So if we have that and then go across, that, then go across. I'll do it over here, in fact. So like that. Another floor. Oh, I didn't do it right on that one. Brick on this level here, and then this is correct, and it should work. And then up here we'll have an overhang. Alright, so we're going to want to have a second floor. So if we have that just there, I do have oak stairs. So I've got that there, that'll do, and then I'll start on some stairs, I suppose. It's not ideal, but this will sort of get us to the second floor for now. In fact, why did I do that when I can just make more stairs? Also I believe we can, if you want to, yeah, we can craft the stairs back into the wood. So I believe that this will do just fine. It's all pretty much generic house stuff. Oh no, it is raining. Oh, 1 player sleep is enabled. It doesn't reset the weather. This is big sad. So Moose appears to have lagged out of the game, but the house is coming along very nicely. It's yeah, it's happening for sure. There's also a drowned which I'm gonna kill for no real reason. Things are coming along well. I've been mining with Moose. The house is coming along mediocrely. I haven't really done that much. But I've got a bunch of stuff and things are coming along well. We're just trying to figure out where to build the farm at the moment. Also, trees are massive. They are absolutely massive. This took 2 stone axes and it's not dead yet. But yeah, I think things are working out pretty well at the moment, so really it's just getting on that grind and getting this basic stuff finished. So, we are a number of hours in now. About 6, 7?
7. Yeah, no, 6.
6.5 hours in. The house is finished, as much as it can be. We've got a campfire in the middle of the floor, which is always a nice feature. Let's quickly run outside. We've also got another floating tree. Ignore that. The outside of the house, it's fairly basic. We've got a nice chimney with some campfires on top. Again, just fairly simple, but it does its job. Over there we have a nice farm. Got some animals here. And then inside, on the other side of the house, we have a nice little decking area with a little chair. So, nothing too big, but it's nice. Also a little mine area down there. Next order of business is to build this bridge. You know what time it is? It's day 2. And like I said, the next order of business is to build this bridge. But then I went to sleep. Not much has changed. There is a small bug on the server that you can't breed animals. I say small. It's not really that big a deal because, you know, I've got tons of bread because wheat is just growing in the farm and literally across most of the landscape. So it's really not a big issue. So right now I've got a bunch of cobblestone smelting up so I can craft it into whatever. But I feel like I've kind of stuck around just that area for most of the episode. So I'm going to go and just take a look around this. I mean, I've already been around this area, most of it. But, you know, I'm just going to show off this village because it really is super nice. Like, it just looks great. Way better than normal. I mean, villages are slightly bugged because there are no work. Basically, the world had to be generated on 1.13. So we're having to introduce some crafting recipes for some things that aren't, like, technically in this world. And any villager workplaces will need to be manually placed because of the way, you know, they aren't in 1.13. So, you know, this guy, it says he's a librarian, but every time I try and click on him, he's not really a librarian. So it's a little bit buggy, but once you place a workstation, like a lectern or whatever, it should be fixed. Hello there. Sir? There's a villager in the tree. Oh my god. Now, thinking about this bridge, it would make the most sense if it was centered to the door. But that's kind of a bit of a slope. This would be far better. So maybe we could have it off-center, sort of come up around here. And instead of having it 3 wide that it would need to be centered, 1 wide or 3 wide, have it 2 wide, which saves on resources. And, you know, a 3 wide bridge might look a little bit big for this gap, considering how, like, small and quaint the house is. I'm also considering adding in some, like, brick walls and stuff up there, just to add a bit more depth, but it's a functional house at the moment. So, kind of need to be careful with my placement of the stone, because obviously I would need to smelt it up again, and coal is, well, it's not in short supply, but it's certainly not common. Skeletons, I'm just going to ignore the skeleton. It can't actually get me. So I'm going to go over to the other side, and then we can use this bridge to try and calculate the optimal arc. So tell me what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab Susan, or as it is now called, a Spadestiel, for reasons that will become evident later. In general, I'm going to grab that and do a quick old time lapse because I haven't done one of those in ages. Now, it may not look like I've done a lot, because I haven't, but I'm out of stone. Also, it just rains eternally. That too needs to be fixed. I'm out of stone. This is... well, I say I'm out of stone. I've got a bunch more in a chest, but I'm kind of reserving it for spawn, because I'm gonna need a hell of a lot. But X says he's gonna help me with stone for spawn, because I'm trying to take it a bit more chillaxed this season, rather than like bam bam bam, I'm better than everyone. I'm trying to, like, you know, sort of take more of the backseat, kind of be a bit more relaxed. Got to andesite. Now, on both sides of this bridge, there are gaping holes. There is just holes for absolute days. So, I guess I'll just build them down to where I'll eventually cover up with sand. Now, my base, like I said, will be over there, and it'll be fairly close because I think that's the shore over there. That's an island, but like it'll be fairly close. It'll be fairly big and fairly close. But this will be permanent. Maybe, you know, we'll move the farm, make a better one. But like this island, this house will be permanent. So I do want to put some time into this and make it properly nice. So I've added some lanterns, and I'm just putting in. I actually use a bunch of slabs to smelt up the remaining stone. It's still going back in the house. I'm just putting in the last few touches now. Just a few more blocks to go, really, and then I'll go underneath and start detailing there. I need to demolish this, well, later, because I need it to do some detailing. But see, I've added in some room for extra struts that can go down into the water, and that shouldn't be too much of a hassle. It is well on its way now. I'm just thinking about some of the finishing touches I need to make. I've added in some detail. It's the same on both sides now. I've still got some andesite to do, but things are going pretty well. I'm thinking about putting in some chiseled stone brick, because it works quite nicely. I made a similar bridge to this a while ago. Yeah, so I'm just kind of semi-copying it, not really. Maybe a little band underneath, you know, sort of hold it up, go around a bit. Just put in a few extra ones down here, extra detail, and just makes it see effect. I like how it almost wraps around, and I've got a perfect amount. Anyway, yeah, bridge is pretty much done. Andesite, but it works. Might get some stone brick walls and just bring them down in little holes we have here. But like I say, it's completed for the most part. The bridge is done. This is a very bad angle to see it at. The bridge is done. Got some nice old walls drooping down. It looks fairly flat. Might make a couple of adjustments. In fact, let me just go and grab some iron bars so I can do that lantern thing. Now I would use stone brick walls or something. I just want like a different shade of grey, because it's all fairly monotonous at the moment. So I'm just gonna add in some extra blocks, because the iron bars are a bit lighter. So also it's a different shape because they're very thin, so it just adds in a little bit extra depth. And then I think I might close the episode up. Next episode I'll be starting on spawn. It won't be finished this season. I'm gonna go for like I say, a more relaxed stance. In the first season, every episode was its own project, and very rarely, apart from two-parters, did a project leak over into other episodes. However, in this season, I plan to have like one main thing per episode. Like maybe one day I'll do an enchanting room, and the next I'll do something else. But in each episode, I'll be doing different things, like working on spawn, working on my house, working on my base. Every episode won't be just confined to one thing. That looks a lot better. That looks a lot nicer. So yeah, every episode will have multiple different things that all come together. Some projects more than others, but each episode will have a main theme, if you like. Now the last thing to do is to demolish this bridge. It's not really a bridge, is it really? Yeah, today's been a good episode though. Got started. Haven't got any diamonds yet, but I haven't really been mining for long enough to get diamonds. And obviously there are a few bugs, like I've mentioned, but they're all fixable. They're all circumventable, apart from like the spruce one. So really, for day 2, it's pretty good. The server's doing really well. If you have enjoyed watching, then please stick around for the rest of the season. This episode has been more getting started, the initial stuff, a bit of building. But the rest of the season will have much more exciting projects. My base is going to be absolutely massive and really fun to do, and very time consuming to do, since this bridge took about an hour and a half on and off, but about 30 minutes all in all. But yeah, stick around, subscribe, whatever. Like and subscribe, because I am a YouTube shill, apparently. But that has been episode 1 of Ethereal Season 5. Please do stick around, and I might see you in another episode fairly soon. No release schedule. It just whenever I'm finished an episode, it will release. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.